you're doing so fine. I'm also doing really, really fine. And so, guys, there's a concern about vaginal discharge. Actually, guys, it is completely normal and healthy. But there are a lot of misconceptions and myths rotating around this vaginal discharge thing. And I think I actually decided to talk about this because so many of you brought to me these concerns. And actually, let me just read some of the comments I actually posted on my status, and I asked ladies in my inbox to tell me what they think about vaginal discharge, if they ever got so distressed, if they like if they've ever had any other problem. And this is what the ladies had to tell me. That thanks Yvonne for bringing this matter. It's really a matter of concern. I remember I used to really throw my pants because they used to be this is so fun. They used to get dirty, and so I reached at a point that I had to put on a pad. Jesus. I had to put on a pad each and every day to just avoid soiling my pants. Another one says, thanks Yvonne, I actually need you to talk about the colors and the concerns. Okay, another one says, Yvonne, I actually need you to tell us about what to worry and what not to worry about. This one is almost like the second one. And this one says, Yvonne, actually this matter really actually gave me self-esteem issues. I could actually not even leave my room. Then another one says, when I was in high school, like there are a lot of concerns, guys. So I'm just gonna address all of these concerns and what you need to worry and what you need not to worry about. Like vaginal discharge, one fact is that vaginal discharge is a very, very normal and a very healthy part of living. And actually, if there is something that you actually need to do is you actually just need to understand that vaginal discharge is a healthy part of life. It's a healthy part of feminine. Let me tell you something about the vagina. Actually, the vagina is like an awesome organ. It's my favorite organ in my body, by the way. It's like that organ that you actually need to just really take care of it, because you see, it is that important organ that you have. And so, guys, let me just straight to the colors and what you need to worry about and what you need not to worry about. So, if you ever have a white or complete white vaginal discharge, it is completely normal. But then where the worry comes is when you feel like you're having very chunky, very thick, it's accompanied by itching. Sometimes you feel like unasikia kujikuna huko ndani, then has a thick cottage or a cheese-like consistency and appearance. That is a sign of a yeast infection. But if this one occurs during your menstrual cycle, there is no need to worry about. But if it is not during your menstrual cycle times, or that one you actually need to worry about, because it should actually not be so thick, and it should actually not be so frothy, like so like that way. It should actually be that won't be normal. It's a yeast infection, so you'll have to actually visit a doctor or you see your gynecologist. Then another color is when you see your vaginal discharge, it's clear and watery. That is completely normal. When it's also that is clear and stretchy, that is normal. It just shows that you're ovulating. At this point, when you have this your clear vaginal discharge, that really means that you can actually get pregnant any day, anytime. So if you're looking for a baby, that's fine. But then if you're not ready for a baby, you actually make sure you don't engage in sex, and if you do sex, make sure you do use protection. And so there is this color. Sometimes you can see you're having bloody or brown. It's completely normal, especially around your periods or ovulation, or towards the end of your ovulation or the ends of your menstrual cycle. And also when it is right after a menstrual cycle, which is called spotting, and it happens just during that time, of which if it is not during that time, you feel there is actually something now to worry about it. But then this is now when you actually need to really worry about your vaginal discharge. When it's yellow or green, and when it's thick, chunky, and there is a bad odor. When there is a bad odor, that's a sign of a bad infection. And that's actually you. Sometimes you just feel in your body, my body is not okay. You feel there's a big change. Something in tells you, this isn't normal. There is something that is really, really abnormal with me. It's a sign of trichomoniasis, something of the sort, like that thing. It's commonly actually spread through sexual intercourse. And guys, but then generally vaginal discharge is very, very normal. Then also, whatever you say, like you're having, it's your vaginal discharge sometimes might turn gray. Gray means you're having some bacterial vaginosis. It's also some kind of infection. Then there is when it's pink, pink. Have you ever had a vaginal pink vaginal discharge? It's also a sign that you're having maybe cervical bleeding or vaginal irritation or implantation or bleeding. Yeah, that is basically it. Those are the different colors of vaginal discharge that when you actually have them, you actually need to worry. But then, don't worry, because sometimes there are also some other signs and symptoms. Let me tell you the causes of different colors of vaginal discharges. Sometimes there are others that are sexual causes, there are others that are totally non-sexual causes. Sometimes there are others, okay, the non-sexual causes could be some things like bacterial vaginosis, hair removal products. How do you shave? But then you hair removal products. There are others who use shavers. There are others who use razors. Can you imagine some others use razors? There are others who use some cream. There are others who use shavers. There are others who use products. But then, guys, I always advise ladies like this: when you are, just find what works for you. For shaving, find what's work for you. But then make sure you're not harming yourself. Like using a razor, unaweza jikata. You're not ready to cry. Utaambia nini watu huko ndani umejikata. Then also just find something. Creams is good, but then I also don't advocate for creams because some creams they are made with chemicals. Ukiinsert huko ndani, you might find you unaanza kurelease some, zinaanza kukuana. There is that pH thing huko ndani. So ukipata like there are some products that if you use, the soaps that you use, there are some things that you use, these shaving creams, if you use them alafu unainsert huko ndani, they might actually have some negative effects that utapenda. So just use, shavers are good anyway, but just find what works for you. But then something else that I always say is make sure you do cotton panties. I've said this and I'll say this forever and ever. Make sure you use cotton panty. Don't worry, like mine, this is completely cotton. I actually have completely cotton pants. This is a cotton pant. Even the thongs, the thong is cotton. Like, try to use cotton. Avoid silk at all. Always avoid silk. Cotton helps in absorption of this vaginal discharge. And I always say, like, there is something else. If you feel like this vaginal discharge is really inakuchafulia suruali, like you see, there's some others. When you wash them, actually zitatoka. They'll be clean. But there are those people who are weak in hands. They don't know how to do this washing. They are weak in washing. We have got something for you. We have got the panty liners. Like for me, I really love using Cortex panty liners. And this is my contact panty liners. I don't know if this camera will focus. There we go. That's my Cortex panty liners. And it's usually, the reason as to why I like it, you see it's very small. And it's very comfortable. When you put it in your panty, like let's say for example, you put it here. When you release the vaginal discharge, because it's normal, you actually release the vaginal discharge, it will not soil your panty. When you put it here, it will not soil your panty. You'll actually not feel uncomfortable. You'll just feel normal. There is nothing strange that you'll feel about wearing a panty liner. And after that, you want, because there is a lady who actually said in one of the comments that she had now to put on the pads. Imagine she was wearing pads because of the vaginal discharge. That means you'll wear pads like forever, and that is really expensive. Like, see, these are like these panty liners. This is, there are 20 inside here, and it goes for actually I think 90 shillings. It goes for 90 shillings, and there are 20. This means it can last you for 20 days, and you've only used 90 shillings. So you see, and you see, not always that do you have to wear the panty liners. You see, so like just make sure you keep yourself comfortable, and whenever you feel like there's some things that you feel your body is not normal, make sure you keep yourself normal, and make sure you just find something that works for you. Make sure you stay clean, like clean uko ndani, but please don't use soap. Washing inside your vagina, like vagina is a very sensitive organ. Please don't use soap. Just use water. Use warm or cold water. Don't use hot water. Utajichoma uko ndani. Just use warm or cold water. Wash yourself so where you can use your panties, you can use your bathing towel, you can use you can use anything. But make sure you don't use soap. Don't apply soap uko ndani. It has got, the vagina has got its cleaning agents, so don't add some more things inside there. No, it's not good for your body. But then take plenty of water and also take plenty of fruits. Just keep yourself comfortable. Make sure you're keeping yourself clean. Just avoid things zenye zitakufanya feel so bad. Then there is also something else before I forget. Things about sexual partners. You see, some of these bacteria, they are caused by their STIs and STDs. These are sexually transmitted infections. Some are caused by changing the sexual partners. Like maybe you were having sex with this partner, then you exchange, now you're having sex with this partner. It's also never healthy. If you're that person who likes changing partners, like sexual partners, today you're with this one, tomorrow you're with this one, it's not safe for you. It's not healthy for you. Actually, it has got some tremendous effects later on in your life. But then you see, even if something is to affect you, it will not affect you just today. Maybe it will just build up because of the products you're using, because of the whatever. So just maintain. If you are having a sexual partner, you can just chill with one. If you're having one, if you don't have one, if you're just single, it's fine. Just maintain. Just be yourself. Be you. It's not a must you have sex. Sex is a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. But then it's a beautiful thing if you're doing it with the right person. Yes, with the right person. I say with the right person. Yeah. So if you ever feel like you are having some itching, some burning, some pain, some abnormal discharge, abnormal bleeding, there is something wrong. So you're just trying to see your gynecologist if you have one. Personally, I actually don't have any gynecologist, neither do I have a private doctor. I don't have anything. The reason as to why I don't have these people is because I'm not a sickly person, and I usually believe that I'm healthy enough, like I can maintain my own health, expect the S by doing the natural things that I can do, like taking water, doing some exercises, and eating plenty of fruits and plenty of water, because I usually feel like these are the basic things that when you go to the hospital because of your health, you actually be told to do. So I usually prioritize self-care, like the way I actually did a video on self-care, the things that you can actually do that are actually priceless and costless, because when you subject yourself to a position that you have to really visit a doctor, you know, it becomes really costly. But then you can do some simple things at home that can actually make you so comfortable, like drinking plenty of water and taking plenty of fruits, and also learn to take vegetables, because I know ladies really love chicken. Like myself, I do love chicken, but then sometimes I make sure that I do plenty of vegetables, because I know it's good for my health and also for my vagina. Then I always learn to keep the area around your vagina so dry, such that you don't attract some infections, especially during the time when you are on your menstruation period. That is the time that you actually need to maintain and observe high hygiene, because you see that is the time that your body is releasing some things. Then you see you'll have that pad for 2 to 3 hours, between 1 to 3 hours you have that pad, and you see it's releasing some dirt, semen. So you can find yourself you're having some odor. Like, just maintain you are very clean, wash that place. I'm telling you, what, when you're taking a shower, spend even 5 minutes just washing that area. Like, make sure that area feels nice, and you'll thank me later. I think that I can really talk a lot, but then I'm saying this video itakuwa mrefu again. I don't want to bore you. So I think that's all for today. Please comment down below, let me know what you feel about this video. If you've loved this video, please remember to give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you're yet to. I'll see you in my next video. Remember to live your life and always stay happy. Bye.